Hello, you guys. Welcome. I'm Parshvika. On this channel, we talk a lot about self improvement topics, relationship, manifestation, and feminine energy topic. Today, I want to talk about one important thing that often people don't realize this when they talk about the manifestation, they get confused and they're like, how do I act as if? And they didn't understand how these things work because the logical mind couldn't understand how it's working, what to do, how I'm gonna get it, how to know is it done or not, what are all that stuff, and they get confused because the logical mind needs answers, needs calculations, planning, analysis, and all that stuff, which actually is not there. Or I mean, you don't need to do that when you're actually into the spiritual realm or manifestation realm. You have to actually exit that mentality, because if you are like calculating how it's going to happen, where it's going to happen, is it coming or not, you're never going to be able to manifest what you want, because the things didn't work that way. So I'm going to talk about and clear some confusion with one quick concept which I got like a download of the information. So I'm going to just talk about that. So before that, give this video a big thumbs up, consider subscribing for more such videos. Make sure, if you're interested, I think today is 2nd December, so we only have 2 more days before I'm gonna be ending this 40% off that I have currently on my shop. So if you're interested, I have 2 short courses. One is a feminine energy, masculine energy course. Another course is about how to attract or manifest a relationship. The links are in description. If you're interested, grab them out before the sales gets over, because I've extended till 4th December, so you only have 2 days left. If you're interested, the links are in description. Also the coupon code and everything is in description. You can check it out. Anyways, so what is its simple concept to understand how these things work? Because people are like, okay, I get it, you said that, okay, I have to affirm, I have to visualize, I have to do scripting, okay, I did it, but when I'm doing it, I'm okay, but when I'm not doing it, I'm getting out of the technique, I'm confused, I'm waiting when it's going to show up, when it's going to show up. You don't get it, guys. When you come out of the technique and you're still waiting, thinking that something's going to happen in the 3D, you are not getting it. It's not going to work like that. Because when you do these techniques, you're not doing these techniques to make these things happen in your reality, okay? We all are great, powerful manifestor. We already are manifesting. So you don't need these techniques to manifest. You're using these techniques to help you make it certain for you that the thing that you want is coming or it's done. You're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for manifestation or getting what you want. That's the first thing you need to clear here. All the techniques, whatever the people are talking about in the internet, you're doing it just for you. You're not doing it to get what you want. You already know how to get what you want. I mean, you are already a great manifestor. For example, if you have thinking about some bad thoughts or something like this, I was thinking about that and here it is. So that's the proof of manifestation, and we all have such kind of experiences. If you look back, you were thinking about this, oh, I was thinking about this, and look, it happened, whether it's good or bad. So that's proof that you are already a manifestor. So did you affirm for that particular thing? Did you use all these techniques to make it certain for you that it's going to happen? No. The moment the thought comes in your mind, you were like certain that it's going to happen, and that's why it happened. That's the only thing is here the people lack out when they think that, oh, the manifestation is something new. No, it's not new. It's not new. The concept is very old. We are already a powerful manifestor. You don't need to learn how to manifest. You just only need to understand this concept, that how you can create exactly what you want. Deliberate manifestation, using it like a magic wand. That's all we are talking about. So you're doing these techniques not to get what you want. You're doing this technique for yourself, just to make yourself assure that you want it's coming. You're doing it for yourself. That's it. So if you're coming out of a technique and you're saying, oh, okay, I did the technique, I did affirm 10 times, but where is it? I don't see it. Guys, you're getting it wrong. You're not doing technique to get what you want. You're doing technique to make yourself assured that the thing that you want is already yours and it's done. That's why you're doing the technique. So if you're doing the technique and coming out of saying, I don't see it, it's not there, then what's the point of doing the technique? Because the 90% of the day, you're not going to do any technique. You're only going to do a technique 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or maybe half an hour in your day. What about the rest hours? You're thinking about where is it, it's not coming, how it's going to come. So you're actually going opposite. So the technique is not going to help you get what you want. Makes sense, right? Because you're only doing the technique for 10 minutes or half an hour a day. Rest hours in your day, you're just thinking, where is it? It's not coming. Because you're thinking that a technique is the way to get what you want. But the technique is for you to make it sure, make it certain for you that the thing that you want is done. It's coming. So if you come out the technique and say it's not done, then what's the point of the technique? Technique is not working for you. So you don't have to do the technique if you don't like it. Just you need to understand that there are so many parallel versions of you, so many parallel realities. Guys, watch some crazy supernatural movies, some science fiction movies, some paranormal movies. Because when you watch these movies, you're going to get a little bit delusional. Because if you're too much into the realistic, and it's very hard for you to accept that anything is possible, then the manifestation would be hard for you. Because if you're too much into the realistic and too much calculation, planning, analytic, and logical, you do too much of that, it's going to be really hard for you to manifest, because you're going to be doing these techniques and then you come back to the realistic world and you spoil everything. Seriously, you're going to go backward. When you're doing the technique, you are moving in the direction, and then when you're not doing the technique, you're moving in the opposite direction. So you are going nowhere. So you gotta be delusional. And for becoming a delusion, there are so many ways. I would recommend you to watch some fairy movies. Even if you don't like it, watch some supernatural science fiction movies where you see the magic, supernatural stuff and witchcraft and all that stuff, so that your mind, your subconscious mind, get a little bit delusional. Otherwise, you're going to be too much realistic. And realism doesn't going to help you manifest what you want. It's not going to help you, because you can only be manifesting what you see if you're too realistic, if that makes sense. Majority of the people manifest the same exact reality, and that's why they feel they are stuck. But you are manifesting, you're not stuck, you're always moving. So you just look at the 3D and you think that this is the only thing that I have, and this is the only limitation, forgetting that you're limitless, forgetting that you can have anything that you want. You just only look at the 3D and then you think from that, and then you manifest that again, because you're too realistic and too much focusing on the 3D. So you gotta be delusional. I watch fairy movies, I watch Christmas magic movies, so start watching some movies that's more fairy, that's more science fiction, paranormal activity, something that's beyond the realistic, something that's magical, something like miracle. So your subconscious mind start getting delusional. So the more you get delusional, it's gonna easy for you to manifest, because when you're delusional, you're like, okay, anything is possible, miracle happen, magic happens, you're delusional. So it's gonna easy for you to manifest without doing any of the techniques. That's the one thing you do. Another thing you can do, if you don't want to be watching these movies, become the great actor. Yes, because everything that you see right now is your own movie, is your own story, and you are the director and you are the actor, and everybody is acting on your direction. So become the great actor, or become the great director, whatever I call it. Play the good actor, become a good actor. So right now you're acting from the things that you have right now in the 3D. That's the one version of you. So what if you switch to another version of you that already has everything that you want? So how do you gonna think? How do you gonna act? How are you gonna feel? Okay, you can incorporate that thing in the another version, and you can start acting that version of you instead of this version of you, if that make any sense. These two concepts you can apply. One, watching more movies, fairy tale movies, not watching realistic and politics, guys, avoid it. If you're watching politics movie, religious movies, and all that crazy realism, too much realism, you're gonna get stuck here. You won't be able to get what you want. You gotta be delusional. So for that, you gotta watch something that's magic, fairy tales, witchcraft, supernatural stuff, science fiction, robotic, something like that we can't see in the 3D. Okay, you gotta watch that, because it's gonna help you, your subconscious mind, open up to the possibility that there is endless possibilities, because that's the truth. You're living the lie right now. So you gotta be living in the truth, and that's the truth. That's the first thing. The second thing you could do is become the good actor. Start acting the version of you that already have the things. No matter what's happening in the 3D, don't look at it. Just start acting. Just start acting, thinking that, okay, this version of me have everything what I want. So how I'm gonna act, how I'm gonna feel, what thoughts I'm gonna be having. Start doing it. Become the actor. I know you don't want to be an actor in a movie, but then become the actor in your own movie, not in the movie in the 3D. And once you do that, truly, the things will going to shift. Because so many parallel versions of you are. You choose which version you want to be in. So how do you choose? By acting like that, by thinking from that, by feeling from that. So the version of you that you're choosing right now, you're already doing it on autopilot. That's why the people don't realize it. But instead of choosing and acting from the thoughts and the feelings that you have right now, you choose a different versions of you that already have everything you want. You think from that, act from that, feel from that. You choose a different version, different reality for you. So when you choose a different reality, different version for you, and you act, behave, and think from that, then automatically the 3D changes. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait sitting, oh, I'm acting, why it's not changing. No. When you say that I'm acting and it's not changing, you're going back in the old version of you that doesn't have the thing. I hope it makes sense. Because when you are this new version which already have the thing, it's never going to say that it doesn't have it, or it's never going to look in the 3D and say it doesn't have it, because it knows it already have it. So when you become this version that already have it for a second or a moment when you're doing the techniques, and then you go back saying that I don't have it, that means you're going back to your old version. So you are stuck in these two versions. But the maximum time you are in your old version, that's why you are manifesting the old version over and over and over and over again. But if you're like, I'm going to stick with this new version no matter what's happening in the 3D, because 3D is tricky and I need to avoid it. Whatever it is, I need to avoid it. Let it be the way it is. I don't need to do anything to fix it because I can't fix it here. Instead, change that version and be that version right now. And the moment you change from this version to this version, the 3D has to change. And stop looking for things to change in the outside, because when you're looking for the things to change in the outside, you're switching back to the old version, the version that doesn't have it. If you have it, you're not going to look for something. You know it, you have it, right? But when you don't have it, then you look for it. That means you're switching back to the old version. So I hope this thing understands you well. Let me know. Share your experience. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you the next time. Bye, guys.